Girlfriend, boyfriend, family, friends. Who do you love more? Who do you love more? Now that's a question you gotta ask yourself. Now why do I say it like that? I say that because it is impossible to always be around your friends, your family, and your girlfriend. And that's why I'm making this kind of video today. Obviously I have a Call of Duty Black Ops video in the background, but like I said in my first video that I made a couple days ago, I will have gameplays up while I talk about personal struggles, my own and other people's as well. And I talk about how gaming helps through it. But before I actually talk about what my topic is about, I kind of want to tell you guys how I improved my video from last time. So what I did this time was, instead of making an entire continuous voice over, I actually edited my voice. I kind of condensed and stopped it and added. I didn't do like a live commentary the entire time. So I did edit it. I did take the time to kind of make my voice sound better and make it not sound so kind of spaced out. So let me know if you guys think that's a better way of doing it. I personally think it is. I think that the less kind of breaks I take, the more I get out of the video. And once again, when I'm done this video, please let me know what I can improve on, how I can improve it. If you guys think that my voice is too kind of condensed, your feedback would only make me a better YouTuber. So thank you in advance. In my previous video, my first video, I plan on doing gameplays and talking about how it helps me. So the topic that I got for you guys today is how to deal with living far away. And that can mean anything from your girlfriend, from your family, or from your friends. So I've experienced all three. So I will kind of give you guys a little insight on how I dealt with it and how gaming helped me with it. One of the best ways to keep in touch with your friends or best friend is through gaming. Like me and my best friend, Matt, and Pat, although he doesn't play games anymore, sadly betrayed us. I'm talking about Matt. He and myself, we both met each other in grade 11. So now that's probably 7 years ago. And we met each other because we figured out that we both have the same interests in gaming. We both loved Call of Duty at the time. And that's how we all became friends. It just sparked a conversation. We asked, "Hey, do you game?" And we both said, "Yeah," and that's how our friendship started. Now we're best friends, and I don't see anybody else kind of getting in the way of that. And the best part about gaming is that you can game anywhere as long as you got an internet connection. So, in terms of how to deal with living away from family, after I moved here to Calgary from Toronto, and if anybody doesn't know where those cities are, they're in Ontario. Toronto's Ontario is the capital of Ontario. Calgary is probably the biggest city in Alberta. It's not the capital, but it is fairly big. And they're also like 3,000 kilometers apart, so very far. And this was right after high school, literally 3 days after. And I made really good friendships in grade 12 that they really affected me during that year. Because I did go through a lot, and it wasn't a lot of bad things, it was a lot of good things, and they were all part of it. So I was really upset that I was gonna be away from them, and it really hit me hard. I remember I cried for 7 days straight, and I honestly never cry, but I was so upset that I had to move away from all of them. I missed them every day. I could not fathom having to make new friends all over again. Making new friends is hard, especially in high school. You get to see the same people every day. You see them all the time. It's almost like you're forced to make friends with people that you see every day in school. And so I did that in high school. It was easy. And when you're kind of out in the real world and you're in a bar and trying to meet random people and just spike up random conversations, you have no idea what they are, what they've been through, or type of person they are, kind of thing. So it's a lot harder in that aspect, and especially half the time they know nothing about you, or half the time, all the time, unless you met them somehow, unless they're a celebrity or something. So it's hard for people to kind of just strike up random conversations to strangers at a bar, let's say, or at a park. it's not as easy as it was in high school. The way I dealt with it was I moved back to my friends. And in hindsight, a lot of people might say that that's probably not the best idea, but moving back uh, home, I'm not really the best family guy. I'm not uh I'm not that close. Like I didn't miss them that much. But if someone were to miss them, it's really hard to remember that your family will always be there no matter what. And sometimes friends might not be like that. Sometimes you might find out that your friends aren't as good as you thought they were. But friends are still so important because there's always a shoulder you can cry on, and you can kind of talk about things that you normally wouldn't talk to your parents about, or you wouldn't be comfortable talking with your parents about. And that's why we have friends. One of the main reasons why I was so upset about leaving my friends behind was the fear of missing out. And that could have been their birthday, the birthday party that they were having, and all my friends were going to be there. And in some cases, for let's say your family, if your sister is having her baptism or something, I tend to find that that is the hardest part about being away, is the fear of missing out. Depending on what time you are in your life, what period you are in your life, living far away can deeply affect you. And what I mean by that is, are you just out of high school? Are you just out of grade school? Are you just are you just finishing up university? It depends on what kind of time frame you are in your life right now. That it could affect you way more than other time periods. So after high school, I was so miserable that I left my friends. Like I said, that I've moved back for them, and that was the best decision at the time. But I do not recommend that a lot of people do that. And this is such a broad topic. There are so many different things that you can be living far away from. And if you guys ever have a problem, or if you guys are struggling with this kind of problem, reach out to me through my Twitter, which is at PC Bauer Gaming, or just talk about it with your own friends and just see how they can help you. Anyways, this gameplay is coming to an end. I want to thank you guys and girls watching this video in its entirety by kind of supporting me, by giving me feedback. I appreciate every single person that watches this video. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next video, and take care. Bye bye.